What's up, everybody? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. I wanted to do something a little bit different today. I wanted to look for some hidden gems at some thrift stores. Obviously, I'm looking for some Pokemon stuff, but if we find anything that is just cool that we can't pass up, we're gonna get that as well. Hopefully maybe some retro nerdy stuff or some gaming stuff, or maybe even some just like 90s nostalgic stuff. So our first stop is this Goodwill. We're gonna hit up a couple more locations, so come on the adventure with us, will you? So pretty nice find with this Pokemon shirt right here, Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise on the front of it. It's a little on the dirty side. It looks like a lot of like pet hair, animal hair, but we have dogs at home, so that's really no big deal. I think a little wash, just one quick wash. It is a large, unfortunately, so I cannot wear it out and about. So I think this might be more of like a nighttime wear around the house type of shirt, but $1.99, pretty good find. All right, Marie, show everybody what you found. Look at this. Ariana Grande Dangerous Woman tour shirt. That's actually really 2017? 2017, look at that. That's actually a really good find. $1.99?
Yep.
We're getting it.
Yeah.
We're getting it. All right, so I was actually pretty surprised by what we found in there. We've actually never been to this Goodwill location before, so this is a new one for us. And you know what? I think we might have to hit it up again in the future. Probably wouldn't make sense to go back in. All right, this is awkward. All right, here we are, stop number 2 at yet another Goodwill. We usually don't have the best of luck with this one, but I have faith this time because that first stop, that was a good stop. Try not to get hit by this car right here. We're gonna head inside. Let's see if we can find anything good. So I might have to eat my words. This one actually turned out really, really great. I cannot believe we found these Pokemon VHSs. These are actually pretty common right here. The ones with the gold right here, those are actually just a little bit more rare, and we found 2 of them. I'm getting those nostalgic blockbuster vibes. We are going to buy all of them. I don't think I missed any of them, but let's keep going. We're gonna head to one more place after this, and hopefully we can find something there as well. Maria, we stayed in there so long, it's now dark. It's now dark outside, but I got so jacked finding all of those Pokemon VHSs, especially those gold ones. But then you saw the evolutions on the back of that one VHS and you were like, yes, we gotta get it now. We gotta get it. Honestly, that was a good find. I think we'll definitely head back there. Last time we were here, we didn't find anything, but I think this time definitely made up for it. One more stop to wrap up the day, see what we can find. We're gonna head to a half-price book, so a little bit different of a market than Goodwill. So let's head there and see what kind of stuff we find. Anything good? right, so yeah, we are sitting on the ground, but this is really, really exciting. Look at this. Pokemon Crystal version, Nintendo Power, the only guide from Nintendo. It's not in the best of shape, but I am so excited right now because the nostalgia feels are running through my body. I mean, look at that. $25 is a pretty expensive price. Look at the corners right here. Not in the best of shape. And if you look at the binding, definitely not the best of shape either. I think I might pass this up. I want it so bad, but I gotta put it back. I'm gonna put it back. I'm going to put faith that I will find another one. Oh, this is heartbreaking though. I don't want to. I'm happy about these though. I'm happy about these. These bring me back too. And look, side ups on the back of that. So, you know, we gotta get it. We're gonna go home. We're gonna take a closer look at everything that we ended up getting and take a closer look at these books as well. I'm excited about those. Those VHS tapes too, and that shirt. This was a good day. Let's head home. Let's do it. Woo! All right, Breaking family, we are back here at home in the studio, and we got a lot of cool stuff on our Pokemon thrift shopping adventure. Thanks for tagging along with me, by the way. And as promised, we are going to take a closer look at all these items as well as the current value on the secondary market, because that's always fun to figure out what things are worth right now. Now, all this is going to go in my personal collection, but maybe later down the road, I might find one that's in better condition, and I want to replace, you know, the one that's not in not so good a condition. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at everything. Now, the first thing I want to start off with are these VHS Pokemon tapes, and this is a total blast from the past. The first one we're going to take a look at is this Pokemon Wake Up Snorlax VHS tape. You can see right there on the front, it's got that classic artwork with Snorlax and Pikachu, and I do love the 25-cent sticker on the front of it. That was probably at a garage sale at one point in time. Now, I remember these VHS tapes, and I actually had a bunch of them as a kid. I think kind of the main point of this VHS tape, one of the cool things about it is these evolutions on the back. You know, you see the Eevee, the Flareon, the Jolteon, and the Vaporeon. These are going to have a couple different episodes inside of each VHS tape. These are made by Viz Media. You can see right there at the very bottom, and distributed by Pioneer, I believe. You can see the nice 4Kids production logo right there, and I definitely remember seeing that as a kid as well. So let's go ahead, open this up, make sure. Now, I did take a look at some of these VHS tapes beforehand, but I want to make sure that the correct VHS tape is inside of all of these. So right here, we do have Wake Up Snorlax, and they were definitely not kind and rewound. You know, remember that sticker, be kind, rewind. They definitely were not kind this time. So it is halfway in the middle. You know what? I'd like to turn on a VHS tape or a VHS player sometime, pop in this VHS tape and see exactly where the last person left off on that tape. That'd be kind of classic and nostalgic. And like I did say earlier, I do love that garage sale 25-cent sticker right there. I actually might just leave it on there because that's kind of cool, to be honest with you. You can see the inside right there. It's in pretty good condition. Overall, I think this is in great condition. We should be able to take this Goodwill sticker off. Now, I did pay 99 cents for this one VHS tape, and this one goes for about $5. $5 for this Pokemon Wake Up Snorlax VHS tape, and I think probably the main selling point is why a lot of people want it is because of the artwork of these evolutions and Eevee on the back of it. So $5, I paid 99 cents. I would say that was a pretty good deal, especially if I was going to resell it, which I'm not. It's going to go in my collection. I think that's a pretty good increase right there. Now, the second one we are going to take a look at is the Poke Corral. You see what they did there? The OK Corral, the Poke Corral. Very funny, Pokemon. Very funny. Now, this one does have some characters on the front. You know, of course, we got Ash right there. You know, the main character of Pokemon. Now, this doesn't feature Pokemon on the front. This actually features human characters on the front, which is very interesting. Right here on the back, we do see North Pole Panic, as well as that Jinx. Very cool. We do see a Santa Claus with Team Rocket there and Lapras. And then right there it says, what is Jinx doing with Jesse's doll? I guess we have to watch and find out on this VHS tape. And just like the last one, this does have the garage sale sticker on there. Now let's make sure that this one actually has the correct one inside of it. the Poke Corral. Yes, this one does have the correct one inside of it. Now, those were the two that I didn't look at. The next two VHSs I did look at inside of them, and there is something funny about one of them, and we're going to take a look at that. Now, the Poke Corral VHS tape does go for around $2. Now, I did pay 99 cents for this, so it's not too much of an increase from 99 cents, but I do think it is cool nonetheless. Johto Journeys, so we are bumping up a little bit in the seasons. Once again, this is Viz Media and Pioneer, and I do love the outside shell. It is all gold, and one of the interesting things I find about this VHS is at the bottom, it does say featuring gold and silver Pokemon. Now, usually I can't think now day and age with Pokemon, we would say now featuring Gen 2 or Gen 3 or Gen 4, you know, Generation 2, Generation 3, Generation 4, but they actually kind of worded it to where featuring gold and silver Pokemon. So I think they're trying to get that crowd from the video games to come over and pick up this VHS tape. Now, this was released about 2001, I believe, when I was looking up all the information on this. On the back, of course, we do see some nice Hop-Ips and a Pikachu making a crazy little face. Now, if we do pop this open, this one actually has a little bit of a garage sale sticker right there. So here's the funny part right here. Let's go ahead and pop open this VHS tape and take a look at this. So this is called Team Green from Johto Journeys. And then I open it up, and then inside it is Fashion Victims, which is totally different. It's not the same. So whoever brought these in must have mixed up the VHS tapes, and Fashion Victim actually belongs in one of these cases and not these cases. Fashion Victims is not part of Johto, so that's very interesting. And I did look around and try to find the other one, but it was not there. Maybe someone bought it or they lost it or something like that. So unfortunately, it was not there. Now with this, since this is the wrong tape, and or you could say it's the wrong case for that matter of fact, we can't really get a price on it, unfortunately. Now, this does, I would say it probably does go for about $2, $1. I did pay 99 cents for this one as well, which is not too bad of a deal. I think once I'm able to find all the Johto Journey VHS tapes, line them all up, I think that would look pretty cool in a collection. And you can, if you want to, this artwork does come out right there. So that's actually kind of cool as well. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the last VHS tape. So our last VHS tape is Pokemon, the Johto Journeys Azalea Adventures. Right on the front, we're seeing artwork of Team Rocket's Meowth, and then Ash and Pikachu looking mighty, mighty scared. And that Meowth is looking very, very tall and very big and massive. So they're looking a little scared. And then once again, at the very bottom, we are seeing that featuring gold and silver Pokemon. I just find that wording very humorous. And then going to the back, we are seeing a very classic episode with all the characters in a Slowpoke costume, which is very funny. You know, of course, we see Misty and Brock right there. I do find it interesting that we are seeing stats of Pokemon on the back. So Cyndaquil on this one. The last one did feature Hop-Ip. It says, where there's a quill. And then, of course, we do have a lot of text there that you could read about the synopsis of the episode. Now, I did pay 99 cents for this one as well. You can see right there with the Goodwill sticker. Now, if we open this up, oh, yes, you hear that sound? Here, let's do a little ASMR right here. That VHS tape sound. Oh, yes, yes, that is classic sound right there. We do have the correct VHS tape inside of it, and they watched it all the way to the very end. Good, bravo to you, whoever that was. And it is in pretty good shape. So there is a barcode right there on the very top, but I think that is part of the VHS tape. I don't think it was at like a Blockbuster or anything. Now this does go for about 99 cents, and the last sold one that I could find on eBay was about $2. So I would say $1 to $2. I paid 99 cents for it. Like I said, that's not a huge markup, but it's still going to look cool nonetheless when you get all the other Johto Journeys and pair them up on a shelf. Now, switching gears a little bit and going into video game world, we have a Prima official game guide right here, and you can see this is for Pokemon Fire Red version and Leaf Green version. You can see on the front there is a little bit of wear around the corners all the way around, and right there at the very bottom corner it is what they call that dog earring up a little bit. There's just a
a little bit of a stain at the bottom. It's in not too bad of a shape for as old of it as it is. I think it's in great shape. And then right there, it says contest code inside every guide. Enter to win cool Pokemon prizes. Now, I wonder if anybody used that code. I wonder if we could use it now to this day. If you look at the back of it, we see a lot of very notable Pokemon. Snorlax, Bulbasaur, Psyduck, my personal favorite Pokemon, Jigglypuff, Charizard at the very, very bottom right down there. And then you can see the sides of it are definitely not in the best of shape either. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at this by opening it up and seeing how it looks on the inside. Right when you open it up, we're seeing a lot of the gym leaders right here. Of course, Misty being my personal favorite. I guess that goes perfectly with Psyduck. You can see right down the middle, it's been used, it's been loved, and that's what I like about this because this has a history. Someone used this to beat their Pokemon game of Fire Red or Leaf Green, and there's so much history behind this, you know? This was in someone's collection, and now it has a new home and is being loved again. And I gave it a home. A welcome guide. Welcome to the Pokemon cave, whatever you want to call it. But if we flip through this a little bit, you can see some pretty cool stuff. The classic artwork. And I just remember going through these as a kid and always thinking like, there is so much to these games. How am I ever going to get through these? I just felt like it was going on forever and ever. You definitely got your money's worth whenever you got a Pokemon game because there was so much to it and definitely a lot of play after you beat the game as well. So you can see a lot of cool stuff inside of it. Flipping through it right here, of course, there's a Ponyta right there. And then right in the back, which was always my favorite thing to look at in Pokemon guides, is the moves, kind of when they leveled up and everything. I always found that very useful. I'm pretty sure, like a lot of people did, they found that useful. There's Mew right there. A lot of people's favorite Pokemon. We got Tyranitar right there, Lugia, Celebi, and Ho-Oh. Very nice, very nice. We got a berry list right over here. And then right in the back, Pokemon contest. So look at this. Look at all these cool things that you could win right here. One grand prize winner will receive a prize pack from Hasbro with over 20 awesome Pokemon toys. In addition, the grand prize winner will receive a shopping spree from PokemonCenter.com valued at $250. This prize pack is valued at over $1,000. Now, I wonder if there is a code in here where someone used that code. I think someone did use that code because I'm not seeing it in here. Looks like maybe it was ripped out right there along the seams. But look at a lot of these old toys right there. We got Rayquaza up there. Rayquaza. We got Charizard. We got Bagon right there. A lot of plushies. You know how much I love me some Pokemon plushies. Oh, if I won that shopping spree as a kid, I would be in heaven for sure. Wow. Absolutely awesome. Okay, I wish the code was still in it. Not too bad, not too bad. When I was looking at what these were currently going for, I was seeing a price of about $10 to $15. I did pay $7.49 for it. So that's actually, I did get a good value for that. $7.49. $10 to $15 is what it's worth. Obviously, the condition is going to matter a lot. This one's obviously not in the best condition, so I'm probably valuing this version more towards around the $10 to $11. But still, very cool. I'm enjoying myself, and hopefully you're enjoying yourself as well. Next up, we do have the official guide from Nintendo Power. This is for the Ruby version and the Sapphire version. You can see that stamp right there at the bottom, the official Nintendo Player's Guide. So if we go on the back and look at it, we are seeing, of course, a lot of Pokemon. Of course, Mudkip right down there at the very bottom, Trico and Torchic. A lot of people's favorite Pokemon right there. Some classic starters. This one is, I would say, probably in a little bit more rougher condition than the previous guide that we just looked at. It is tearing in some spots, but I had to have it nonetheless. For $6, I had to have it. So let's go ahead and open this up and see everything that we have inside. We got some more dog earring right there in the corner, but that's okay. That's okay. We have a map right there, as well as a staff list right on the other side. Let's just kind of flip through it and see all the stuff that's inside of this. My favorite part right there in the very back, all the stats, as well as their moves when they evolve. Of course, Psyduck, the best Pokemon in the entire world. Doing a little more flip through and seeing all the artwork right here. And this game seems even bigger than Fire Red and Leaf Green. I mean, it's just, the Pokemon games always seem like they get bigger and better every single time, and I think that's why people enjoy them so much, and there's a lot of nostalgia factors into it as well. Of course, we see Spinda right there in the very corner. Very awesome, very cool guide, and I do like that this is an official Nintendo guide. Oh, yes, there it is. Now, I did pay about $6 for this, and this is going to go, what I did see recently sold, about $10 to $12. This one, with the condition, I'm going to say probably $6 is what it's worth. Maybe $8 on a good day, but I think $6 is probably what we're going to see out of this, but Ruby version and Sapphire version are such classic games, and I love the Game Boy Advance logo at the very top. I had to have it. I had to add it to the collection. Maybe one day, I didn't have one of those already, so if I find a better version, I'll probably pick it up and replace the current version. Now this right here, you didn't see in the video earlier because I actually found this earlier before I started filming, and I just wanted to go ahead and show you. If you are following me on my social media, like you see at the bottom of your screen, I post lots of cool Pokemon items in my collection, things that I find, adventures, all kinds of cool things like that, personal life stuff. But I did find this, and I did post that to there before I filmed this video. This is the Emerald version pre-order. That's right, when you pre-ordered Emerald version right here, you got this tin with a Frontier Pass and a little booklet, and of course you got the game as well. But there's not much to this tin. Unfortunately, the booklet and the Frontier Pass are not inside of it. That was not included, but the tin is actually in really, really good shape. The sticker is a little bit, you know, off center. You can see right there, a little close up, it is off center, but that's still awesome. The cool thing about this, I found this at Half Price Books for $3 in the clearance section. Yes, $3 in the clearance section. Absolutely crazy. I looked online to see what the last one sold for, the last couple actually, and without all the stuff inside of it, anywhere from $18 to $20 for just the tin, and I paid $3 at a Half Price Books for this. And this is nostalgia all the way if I have ever seen it. I think that is a great deal. I would pay $3 all day. I'd pay $10, honestly, for this right here, and I had to have it. The cool thing about it is I saw that out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, that looks like a Rayquaza over there. Okay, so last but not least, I had to get it because if we find a Pokemon item, I think we just have to get it as long as it's reasonably priced, is this t-shirt right here. Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise. This did come out in 2016. So there is that, you know, of course, around that time was a lot of rediscovering Pokemon for a lot of people. So we did see a lot of release of different types of t-shirts and things like this, of course, focusing a lot on the original 151 Pokemon. And I did go ahead and wash this, even though there is a little bit of Eevee hairs on it. And by Eevee hairs, I do mean our little Chihuahua that is named Eevee. So let me go ahead and just give this a nice little lint roller. Dog lovers, cat lovers, animal lovers, you know what this life is all about right here. I do it too, don't worry. But right here, it is an extra large, unfortunately, so it is not my size, but I figured I'd go ahead and get it. I didn't have it in my collection, and I can use it as a pajama shirt at night when I go to bed. So you can see extra large right there, and it's got Charizard on it, so, you know, why not? Why not? Who doesn't love a good Charizard in their life? Now, I did pay $1.99 for this t-shirt, and I could not find any recently sold ones on eBay. Judging from all the other shirts that I found from around 2016, we're looking at probably about $3 for this t-shirt, and $3 is probably on the high end, but who knows? Maybe in 10 years, this t-shirt could be worth $100. Probably not, but you never know. So there's all of our Pokemon items that we found thrift shopping and bargain shopping today. 4 VHS tapes, 2 player guides, 1 Pokemon tin, and 1 Pokemon t-shirt. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun going thrift shopping with every single one of you. Next time, I hope to hit up maybe some retro video game shops, maybe some flea markets, some antique stores, trying to search for some more Pokemon items or just nostalgic, nerdy items in general. But we're definitely gonna be searching for those Pokemon items. Do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, become part of the Breaking family. Thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to come and hang out with this weird person right here. Remember, the Pokemon fun does not stop right here. We have many more awesome Pokemon videos right here on this channel. Don't forget, I love every single one of you amazing people all around this world. Yeah, I love every single one of you, and I will see all of you awesome people in the next video. Do it with me now. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Do it with me now. Peace, love, and a high five.